There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Don't get me out and I'll leave your ship there. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking how we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. Baby, I had no story to be told, but I've heard one of you, and I'm gonna make your head burn. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless and keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking we could have had it all. Rolling in a deep, you have my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessing and how not you look for. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. Rolling in the deep, we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside of your hand, and you played it, you played it, you played it, you played it to the beat. Thank you. We are AcousticUnit. I am Alexandra, Andreas on guitar, and Alex on bass and piano. The next song we are going to play is Valerie from Amy Winehouse. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things that you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over back? to go to jail. Put your house up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a 10. Hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you still busy? Didn't catch 10. Hope you find the right man. Are you still busy? 'Cause since I've come home, well, my body's been less, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, 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 Thank you. The next song we are going to play, it's called She's on My Mind from J.P. Cooper. I've seen a lot of pretty faces, ain't nobody like you. And I never had a love like the one we knew. Tell me why I had to play the clown, always messing around. Can't stop thinking how I let you down, down, down. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. And I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. My friend said that she's a keeper, but I let her go. Didn't know how much I need her till I was on my own. I've been drinking, but the truth won't drown. No, the truth won't drown. Bad medicine won't go down, down, down. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. Oh, the cover's over. If I could dream, I hold you, can't stop thinking. Am I even on your mind? When the night is over, miss you on my shoulder, miss you here on my cheek every night. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side. She's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind, she's on my mind. I can't sleep at night if she ain't by my side.
Thank you. The next song that we are going to play, it's a song that I wrote for a competition. It's called Fly Me to the Moon, and I hope you like it.
Fly me to the moon, send me to a galaxy. That's where I wanna be, 'cause I don't need people telling me that I'm not good enough, that I should be more this and that they don't like my music, that they don't like my heart. 'Cause every time I see those people hurting me again, all I wanna do is shout right to their face. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I wanna be a star tonight, don't wanna be mean like you. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I get a piece of happiness and bring it back to you. I wanna be a Apollo, land safely on the moon. Write my name in history, let the people know about me. Or I can fly in space, a road that you can trace. I lose myself through gas and dust, I fly away like astronauts. 'Cause every time I see those people hurting me again, all I wanna do is shout right to their face. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I wanna be a star tonight, don't wanna be mean like you. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I get a piece of happiness and bring it back to you. I'll pack my things right now in a bag, say goodbye to my mom and my dad. I got my music in my heart, I can fly away to the moon and back. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I wanna be a star tonight, don't wanna be mean like you. Fly me to the sky, fly me to the moon. I get a piece of happiness and bring it back to you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you to Alexandra, Alex, and Andreas for this wonderful performance. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
So, let me hear you up!
Where do I start now?
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ilmenauers, people and dear participants from all over the world, I just want to say to you, bienvenidos, herzlich willkommen, bienvenue, bienvenuti.
Marhaban bikum, Juan in, Salamat datang, Dapre Pajalevitz, Chosh Amadit, Vitame, Swagatam, Bine Avenit, Karibuni, and welcome to the International Student Week in Ilmenau 2019.
Woo! So the question is, are you ready? Yes! Are you ready?
Yes!
That's nice.
Isn't that awesome?
2
2
years.
years of long preparation, sending emails, answering calls, sleepless nights, and finally, the participants are here for this wonderful event.
How amazing it is to have so many countries in one place, like in one auditorium. So, do we start?
We actually forgot to introduce ourselves. My name is Anas Shair from Morocco.
And who am I? That is a secret I never tell.
Maria. Come on, let's be serious
Well,
here.
like you heard, I'm Maria from Guatemala.
Thank you. So, we're glad you're all here on time, but there was this guy who came here a little bit early, actually too early, and who had no clue what ISWI was about. So we took him around to answer the question of...
What is ISWI? So
Enjoy.
here is a video where you can see who we are, what we stand for, and what are our passions.
This is me. My name is Anas, and I have heard about this awesome festival in which people from all over the world come to party and have fun. And it all takes place in a city called Ilmenau. I have come a long way for ISWI, the International Student Week in Ilmenau, to discover what it has to offer and make sure not to miss any part of it. The only problem is, I have no idea where to find it.
Entschuldigung, weißt du, wo die ISWI ist?
Die ISWI?
Ja.
Nee, keine Ahnung.
Okay, kein Problem. Dankeschön. Schönen Tag. Entschuldigung, weißt du, wo die ISWI ist?
Sorry, nee, keine Ahnung.
Okay, kein Problem. Dankeschön. Schönen Tag.
Ebenso.
Entschuldigung,
Ja.
weißt du, wo die ISWI ist?
Was nochmal?
ISWI?
Sorry?
Hey.
I've heard that you're looking for the ISWI.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, I know where it is, but you're a bit too early.
Oh, why?
Yeah, well, it's still a couple of weeks to go.
Okay. So?
So, well, first of all, my name is Lani.
Anas, nice to meet
Hi,
you.
I'm part of the Orga team, so
That's
if you
cool.
like to, we can go to the office.
Yes.
So-
Okay. Can we go now?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, Anas, welcome to the ISWI office.
Thank you.
Let's see what others are doing here.
Sure.
It seems like I'm in again.
So countries like you guys look really busy at the moment. I'm pretty sure you still have to write to a lot of bands and the alcohol doesn't get there by itself.
But it's not all about alcohol. Do you actually know what ISWI is?
I've heard a few things about it, but I'd be happy if you re-explain it to me again.
Yeah, come, let's sit down. Well, Anas, ISWI is the so-called International Student Week here in Ilmenau, and it's organized by students here, and in scope of workshops, cultural events, and discussions, more than 370 participants all over the world are coming here to Ilmenau.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're dealing with the topic tradition and transition. So, I would say, let us just go out, and then you can live ISWI over there.
Whoa, that's cool. So
Okay.
I know better about it.
Yeah, let's go. Hopefully we will have a wonderful weather during the ISWI week, so that we can provide in the open air here an amazing concert. And in addition to that, an event I'm really looking forward to.
So I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, you should. This is the biggest auditorium in our whole university. The panel discussions, the opening ceremony, and the keynote lectures that will take place here.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And most importantly, we will have a lot of fun.
So, HSF, what is it all about?
Well, HSF, it's our student radio here on our campus. And just fun fact, it's also the oldest radio here in whole Germany.
Oh.
Yeah. And during ISWI week, HSF turns to ISWI radio, and they will broadcast 24/7 for us.
Wow, that sounds cool.
So cool.
Where can I listen to it then?
You can listen to it either on 98.1 or on radio-hsf.de.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
In case of rain, this is the place where World Food and Open Air will take place. See? Just imagine 3,000 people standing here and cheering on us.
Wow.
Hey there!
Oh, you must be Simon.
Yeah!
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Lani!
Hi, my name is Anas.
Anas, nice to meet you!
So, Lani was telling me all these things about ISWI, iSTUFF, ISVision. What's that all about?
At ISWI, we're producing every day a live show from iSTUFF.
Okay.
It's called ISWision.
Okay.
And you can find the stream on iswision.de or istuff.de/live.
Okay.
And today we're producing some content for this. Do you want to join us?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, then let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
And Anas, what do you think about ISWI?
Well, ISWI is just a lot more than just the alcohol and the music. And what I've learned about it today is far more interesting and exciting. And I'm really looking forward to the event. And I guess now that I'm here early, I might as well give a helping hand.
Actually, there's still lots to do, so come join us.
Let's do this. Oh wait, I forgot the bike.
Let's give it a round of applause for everyone who made this video possible.
Woo!
Doesn't that person look familiar to you?
I don't know.
It's
Who
your
was that?
bicycle.
Actually, just to clarify that, I really know what ISWI was. It was just for acting purposes.
But yeah, that was ISWI. This is our passion, and it could not be possible without you. So let's hear it again.
We would now like to welcome on stage our long-time friend, the Rector Peter Schaaf, who's been supporting ISWI for as long since 2004. Thank you.
So let's hear it for the Rector, everybody.
Dear students from 75 nations all over the world, I should like to give you a welcome from my heart. You are indeed welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's just great to have you here. 300 people from nearly any part of the world. I mean, it is very important for a university to be international. One could even say that university without internationalization is in fact no university. It is directly connected. And what is more, by being here and discussing about a topic like changes and choices, goodbye tradition or goodbye tradition, I think this is it's very nice to have this playing with words, yeah? Goodbye tradition, goodbye tradition. I mean, tradition can be very nice, tradition can be good, tradition can be necessary even, but it can be also be evil, yeah? Not good tradition, maybe. I mean, we are setting a sign, we are giving a signal, a symbol for a world where people are living in peace. I think this is the major background of ISWI. In a world which seems to be more and more crazy every day, yeah? We are buying weapons. We are putting research into methods for killing people. We are financing battleships instead of food for poor people, and so on and so on. I think this is a crazy world. And I think it seems to me that it is becoming more crazy every day. But we have to set a sign against this nonsense. We have to say, not with us. We are the people from ISWI, we are the people from Ilmenau, and we are the people from all over the world. And we are saying, we can live together in peace. We can respect each other. We like to be diverse. We like to have a look to other cultures. We love to learn from you. What is your background? What is your tradition in your countries? What is your culture? This is the main part of human life, to learn about other nations, to learn about other countries. This is very, very important. And especially a university is able to form some sort of nucleus for a world in which people may live in peace in future. And I think this is a part of our guidelines, which are more or less law for university. These guidelines say that we do not like people who are intolerant. We do not like people who are racist. Yeah? And we do not want to have them here. And we will do everything to get rid of them if they should occur. Yeah? From time to time, it is not so easy. There are many aspects, and I cannot say that we are, let's say, an island of only happiness. Yeah? Unfortunately, not. Also, we have our problems. But with our students and co-workers and professors from abroad, and we have 110 nations on this campus from all over the world. 110, yeah? I think with our people from abroad, we have no problems. From time to time, there is a problem with the student or professor, even, yeah, maybe. And but this is a problem which has nothing to do with the nationality. This is a normal problem, yeah. Someone is betraying, someone is, let's say, in examination or something like that. Yeah, this is quite normal. Yeah, this is the same is happening with people from Germany. Yeah, this is normal. Yeah, but we have no specific problem with people from abroad. Absolutely not. And I'm very, very grateful for this. Yeah, I hope this will be also true for the future, that we will have no problems at all. Yeah, we are living together on this campus. We call it within a campus family. A campus family which comprises everyone who has some work or is a student on this campus. Anyone who is here is member of the campus family. And we try to be a real family, not even, let's say, in official sense, in some cases who have to do with the studies or research, but also if there should occur a private problem, for example. Yeah? We try to help each other and to stand together and to solve this problem. I think this recipe, being a real family, this is very good, especially for people coming from far away. You come here and you will find a new family. You left your private family, and you come here and you will find a new one, new friends, and people who are caring for you. And this is our goal, this is our aim. We try to do it. I wish you a very, very good week. Very, very many new friends. And you will discuss, I think, a lot about peace, maybe on happiness. And you will have such very nice events, even as we just had from our musicians. Yeah, great. Yeah, you're great musicians. I like this very much. And I think it's on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. We will have a talk within our so-called Dies Academicus. We include our Dies Academicus every 2 years into ISWI Week, so that we can contribute students, co-workers, professors coming here and at least at one day, yeah. This is a day that is free from lectures and so on. And we contribute also a speech given by the son of the former president of Indonesia, and he will talk about globalization and some development in Indonesian situation, Indonesian country. Yeah? We're very, very happy that he will come here, Ilham Habibi, and talk to you, and you can discuss with him. So I'm looking really forward to this and all the other events, and I wish you great success, much happiness and joy, and be welcome.
Thank you, Rector Peter Schaaf, for your words, and we would like to thank you for your support again. And we also would like to extend our gratitude to the entire TU Ilmenau team for constantly supporting ISWI. ISWI wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you again.
Woo.
Like this support, we have so many other people that support us as well. So many people like our patrons. Our patrons are selected on the basis of what they brought to the world and to the global world, and their knowledge and contribution to the global society.
And also, our patrons are the ones that represent us publicly in the eye of the conference and also give us their knowledge and their connections to the personal network. This year's patrons are Waris Dirie and Rob Hopkins.
Waris Dirie is a Somali model, author, actress, and social activist. But in 1997, she gave up her modeling career to focus on her work against female genital mutilation. In that same year, Waris Dirie was appointed United Nations Special Ambassador for the abolition of female genital mutilation. In 2002, Waris Dirie founded the Desert Flower Foundation in Vienna, Austria, which is an organization aimed at raising awareness concerning the dangers surrounding the female genital mutilation. Now, while Waris Dirie was unfortunately not able to attend and be here with us tonight, she sent us her words of support, which I would like to read for you. I am very honored to be the patron of the International Student Week in Ilmenau 2019. I believe that especially in times like these, it is very important for young and old to come together and discuss and exchange traditions. So many cultures and traditions, so special to each of us, should be shared with everyone to make the world a better place. At the same time, we must be aware that harmful practices cannot be covered under the guise of tradition and must be reflected in an open discourse. Thank you, Waris Dirie.
And our second patron is Rob Hopkins, that we're gonna see a video after, but I'm gonna give some information about him. He is an activist and a writer from London, and he is the founder and representative of the transition movement. So this is amazing that he is representing us. And also, he is the co-founder of the Transition Movement International, and he has 4 books about this theme. And the last book was written in 2017, and it's called... Sorry. No, it's not called Sorry. The transition starts here, now, and together. So, with that said, let's look at the video.
I am the patron of ISWI 2019, which is an enormous honour, and I'm really sorry that I can't be there in person, but I'm sure you're going to have the most extraordinary, delightful few days of debate and discussion and conversation. And really your subject, your topic of transition and tradition is something that you couldn't really be discussing at a more important and a more urgent time. We're now seeing in the UK last week our Parliament declared a climate emergency following the Scottish and the Welsh governments and many local and regional governments who have declared a climate emergency too. And the United Nations tell us that within 12 years from now we need to be halfway down the curve of depleting carbon emissions, declining carbon emissions, and firmly on the way to zero shortly after that. And if we are to do that, you know, we can look at that purely as being a sort of numerical challenge, as being a political challenge, an infrastructure challenge. I think for me, it feels really important to say that if we were to do that, how extraordinary a period of time would that feel to live through? It kind of almost feels unimaginable to us, I think. It's like the Industrial Revolution compressed into 12 years. Or it's like if you were able to have been historically at a time when the suffragettes changed women's rights, or if you had been able to walk across Selma Bridge with Martin Luther King, or been there when he gave his I Have a Dream speech, or, you know, there are moments in history when anything feels possible and where change feels irresistible. And this next 12 years really needs to feel like a time like that. I imagine that if we are able to achieve what needs to be achieved during that period of time, it'll be something that future generations will sing great songs about and tell great stories about and celebrate the guts and the bravery and the imagination of the people now who actually made that happen, people like yourselves. And that will need to come from all perspectives. It'll come from politics, from communities, from business, from education, universities or whatever. There's something about those words, a climate emergency, which for me are really, really exciting. You know, that we can look at them and we can think, oh, that means, you know, we'll have less of this. And, you know, like, a lot of the time, like the very right-wing media like to present climate change as just being about less. They want to take away this, they want to take away that. Actually, I think it could be a time of more in so many ways. More conversation, more connection, more sense of purpose, more sense of creating something which transforms the future and which transforms history. And so that theme that you're exploring of transition, for me, I would really hope that during the conference it is discussed and celebrated and kind of invoked with that sense of this is an extraordinary moment in history. What an amazing time to be 18 this is now. You know, where Naomi Klein says there are no non-radical solutions left. So when there are no non-radical solutions left, it means that we can reconsider, we can reimagine, rebuild everything. And that is such a thrilling kind of an opportunity. So I think that first theme that you have of transition is so important. I would urge you to have a look at the experience and the insights from the transition movement, which started here in my town here and is now active in 50 countries around the world, underpinned by this idea that we need to make our economies more local and more resilient, and that it doesn't make sense to be exporting and importing stuff all around the world and all of the fossil fuel impacts of that, when actually we could be building more local, diverse, vibrant, practical, hands-on economies in the places where we live. You know, there's what's it called? Yeah, so Herman Daly, the economist, he used to say that he used to question why it was that the UK exported the same amount of potatoes to Germany as it imported from Germany every year, or why the UK exported the same amount of butter to the Netherlands as it imported from the Netherlands, or exported the same amount of scarves to Canada as it imported from Canada, that sort of stuff. And he said, why don't we just email each other the recipes? So transition is really a movement that says, why don't we just email each other the recipes and build a more abundant, resilient economy in the places where we live? So the other theme of the conference is tradition, and tradition is kind of is something that that can really help transition, or it can really hinder transition. At its worst, I guess it takes its form in Margaret Thatcher's famous words that there is no alternative, which kind of drove a stake through the heart of the national imagination for about 40 years. And what we really need now to be doing, I think, is taking the best things from tradition, the best things from the past, and combining that with what we really need in order for our imaginations to flourish in the next 10, 12, 20 years. So one of the first things that we did here in Totnes when we started doing transition was we did a whole load of oral history interviews with different people. Excuse me, because I was fascinated with the idea of what can we learn now from the people who grew up in a time when they had less energy, a more localized food infrastructure, when there was less consumerism, when people lived more seasonally, more locally. What insights can we get from them? So I spoke to lots of different people, many of whom are no longer with us actually, and asked them about all of that. And at the end of the interviews I said, what are the things that you would be really happy to leave in the past? And what are the things that we've left in the past that you really wish we hadn't? So I just wanted to share those with you. So they said, so there was a fairly high degree of unanimity on the things that were best consigned to the past. They were life without washing machines, coal, life without central heating, cold houses and the resultant feeling of being permanently cold in winter months, and the mangle, which was a device that you turned with two wheels and you put your clothes through and it squeezed all the water, most of the water out of them, and most of it went all over your legs in a cold shed, and it was quite horrible. So the things that actually people felt we should carry forward with them into the future were computers, double glazing, the internet, solar panels, cavity wall insulation and household insulation in general. There's a bit of a theme there. The National Health Service, good public transport, the washing machine, the vacuum cleaner, and the railway network that we used to have. So I think that it's a beautiful theme for you to be exploring, of transition and tradition and these things together. And I'm sure you'll have days of fascinating debate and discussion. I hope that it feels like an event where your imagination is really invited and cherished, and where you feel you have time and space to really come up with ideas. And I would always suggest that you really root those conversations in what are we going to do about it. That it's not just, the conversations don't remain just as ideas and as conversations, but that you leave at the end of this conference with changes that you're going to make in your own life, changes that you're going to make in the organizations and institutions you're part of, and changes you can make in the places where you live. Because this is a time when just talking about things isn't really enough anymore. That tiny window of opportunity that we have really needs us all to be the people who step up and decide that the change starts with us now in this place where we are. So I wish you all the best for the most amazing event and the most amazing conference. And I want to just leave you with a quote by Neil Gaiman, who writes books, novels for young adults, which some of you might have read. So he said, "We all, adults and children, have an obligation to daydream. We have an obligation to imagine. It's easy to pretend that nobody can change anything, that we're in a world in which society is huge and the individual is less than nothing, an atom in a wall, a grain of rice in a rice field. But the truth is, individuals change their world over and over. Individuals make the future, and they do it by imagining things can be different." Have a wonderful conference. I'm delighted to be your patron. I look forward to hearing how it goes, and all the best. Thank you.
So thank you, Rob Hopkins, wherever you are. That were like really cool, beautiful, inspiring words that I cannot top, so I will not get a resume of it, but I think it was really great. And also, like he says, when he puts the question, what should we do or what could we do without washing machines in this era? Like, what could we do without internet, I think. So I wanted to give a shout out to iSTUFF, that is this year's ISWI Vision. So they have a program for us, and also the radio, the ISWI Radio, Empowering the Future, because it's really amazing what we can do with the streaming and with the radio. So let's cheer.
And as Rob Hopkins says, like, this is again one of the opportunity for you to be part of this week, to take part like in group work, in panel discussions, in keynote lectures, to know about the world, about its cultures, and all what it has to offer. And this will be your opportunity to be towards the first step, to be the change that you want to see in this world. Isn't that awesome?
I think it's so awesome that I want to dance like all the time.
What? Did you say dance?
Yeah.
I want to dance to that as well.
No, Anas. We have actually a group for that right now, so we're gonna leave. Yep.
But I wanted to dance.
Okay, let's show them a step, and then, yeah? Let's do the hook.
Yeah.
The hook. So.
Yep. Yep. Okay, enough of me. Please give a round of applause for the TU Ilmenau dance group.
Woo!
your body pan him and way back on you. In where your position in the dance, make me picture to a win your kid and me cocky a hammer you. Grab up your pussy then you wine good on you. Me ready fi fuck you and don't me no know you. Your body jam fit feel me back and so anytime you stand me you want your rock on you.
We no licky, we no love life. We no run back a paper. We no chatty, we no lippy, we no frightened for money and clothes and vehicle. Anything where you see me with a me, no boy never pinch up me body and give me. Say them a bad man, and them a make man, stretch them out like bingy. Some boy and a soldier, and the battlefield. But man a gangster be real. And never yet bow down for your mail. Come on a gangster be real. Tell them, we don't run down pretty life, and we no frightened for pretty wife. And me was a little boy, till me turn on a summit and a summit. No take program, me no take press. But from me dep on my breast. We no jumpy, we no do the fuckery. Where some boy do fi try impress.
सहरा खली बली हो गया है दिल दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल खली बली हो गया है दिल दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल जब से पहना है मैंने ये इश्क सहरा खली बली हो गया है दिल दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल
It's me again. I didn't prepare a dance, so I'm sorry. But yeah. Now we have the next speaker. The next speaker is the Vice Chief of the County of Ilmenau. He is part of the Democratic Party, and he was our mayor for 6 years. So please, a round of applause for Kay Tischer. And in the meantime, he is not only political active, but he has a band and is interested in punk. So maybe next time you could give us a performance.
Yes, of course, it was a pleasure. Yes. Yes, thank you. After this, a lot of dancers, I'm lonely on this large stage. But you are with me, and that means all is good. Dear Rector Scharf, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, dear participants of the ISWI, and of course, the Orga team of the ISWI, I welcome you here in Ilmenau. And a little correction, it's the county Ilm-Kreis. The county Ilmenau died 25 years ago. Yes, okay. First of all, I want to bring you greetings from my boss, the chief of the county Ilm-Kreis, Mrs. Petra Enders. And she and me, of course, we wish you very good days, a good week here in Ilmenau. What is the Ilm-Kreis? What is Ilmenau? Why are you here? That's the question. Okay. Ilmenau is the largest city in our county. It's my hometown. And you are here from all over the world. I think you can't imagine that our home country, Germany, was 30 years ago torn apart in two pieces, in two systems. And now I come to the theme of this ISWI, chances and changes. Yes, we took the chance and we changed this country. We made of two parts one. And you can see it now. And I think when we work together in the world, we have only this world, only this earth. And we have to care of it, yes? When we work together, we can make our earth to a good place for us all. This is a vision, yes? Who have visions has to go to the dock, I hear sometimes. But this vision is very important in my mind. And we have the yes, heavy duty. We have the duty to make it possible that our earth is a place to live in future. That's all. You are here. We are open-minded. You are open-minded. Meet together. Learn from each other. Fight prejudices. Yes, it's very important. With prejudices, our world can't be a good place. Yes? Come together. Learn. Talk together. Have fun together. And make connections. Connections in the whole world. Over the globus and on our earth. This is a guarantee for peace. Yes, that's all from me. I think music is able to connect people much better than my words. I repeat only the words of my former speakers. Invited. Have fun, have a good time, and a great applause for the Orga team of the ISWI. It is really great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your meaningful words. And it is indeed time to say goodbye to prejudices, as it is our motto, changes and choices, goodbye traditions. Are certain traditions, should we is it goodbye to live by those traditions or to say goodbye to those traditions? And with prejudices, I think it's time, as Herr Tischer informed us, to say goodbye to those traditions and to bridge the gap between all nations. So, thank you again give him a round of applause, please, for his wonderful words. And then you go to Ines.
So, dear participants and hosts, this is directly to you. Do you remember that when you come in, you have to go to the info point, then the host comes, and then you have to go to the check-in, and maybe some of you see me there, that you have to sign an agreement, and you have to do so much things. But that's because right now we have around 300 participants that have arrived. So let's hear it up. And also, we have 75 different nationalities in this same auditorium. So, please. But we don't know where is who, from where.
So we thought we could play a little game so we know where everyone is from. So it goes this way. It's very simple. We have the world map. And then we'll have the first circle. So if you are within this circle, please stand up. Circle.
Yay!
If you are within the second circle, please stand up. No, keep standing up. We want to all stand up at the end. Do we have more people? Come on. No? If you are within the third circle, please stand up. Woo!
Who gives much? Who gives more?
Who says more? If you are within the fourth circle, please stand up. Woo!
Oh my God, and the ones that come like from the long run.
Yeah. And if you are within the fifth circle, please stand up.
Woo!
Woo! Please.
Shall we do it?
Yeah. Yes? Yeah. Okay, you go.
I go. Okay. So now that we have your attention and that all are standing up, I think it's international phenomenon, and everyone knows the song YMCA.
Right?
Yeah. And how goes like the melody? Like YMCA.
So we thought about changing it to ISVE.
So are you ready? Do you want to do it?
With your partner, we're gonna little bit refresher, right? So we're gonna go ISVE.
Sorry, my bad. So we will do it.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's practice one time and then...
One more time, we do it the right way this time. Okay, everyone. And we sing with that now.
ISV. ISV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, the applicants.
The applicants.
Yeah. And now, actually, we were not the only ones to work hard for this event. You, dear participants, also put your time and effort into coming here, writing applications, and make it all the way here to Ilmenau. We read through 2,000 applications, and the ones of you who are here were one of the most brilliant and fascinating applicants. So please, again, I want to give yourself a round of applause because you are really brilliant.
Woo!
And we could not miss on the opportunity of at least having some of you read out their essays. So we thought about having a first... You introduce her?
Okay. So just to refresh your memory, there were like the themes of the essays. like before. But yeah, let's welcome, please, with a warm applause, Lilith. Lilith, there she is.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lilith from Armenia, and I will read through my essay that I wrote for coming to ISWI program. So, when I was a child, my parents taught me how to draw a house. Square, with a roof, a door, 2 windows, all colored in brown. I always refused to draw it like that. My house would always differ. I would draw a round greenhouse, sometimes with eyes as windows, or with long blue hair to keep it warm. It was not the traditional house my parents expected. It was different. The difference is what traditions are supposed to represent. But do they? Reading tradition and transition, the first thing that comes to my mind is a distorted function of traditions. Traditions are originally formed by societies as forms of informal rules to create groups and maintain an easier cooperative life among those groups. In the modern world, however, the traditions are also used as power dominations over others, using social peculiarities like traditions as weapons. As a result, while traditions are still means of keeping an identity, its role has transitioned to something more impactful and sometimes more dangerous that we need to be cautious about. Traditions, however, have a positive value that is usually disregarded. For me, traditions are condensed peculiarities that we can learn from, but never bound us to. They include cultural heritage that is valuable to keep. However, it is important for it to develop with the modern social needs. As a result, the authenticity of the tradition may change, but it is always important to find the best compromise between the new needs and the old traditions. In the globalization era, when geographical space is less important in forming our identities, perspectives, values, and our willingness to share those are what create the notion of a global citizen, a notion I have always identified myself with. With a big enthusiasm to be part of this intercultural global festival, I'm highly passionate to get to know students from all over the world and feel the real meaning of being a global citizen. Getting to know people from other cultures and traditions, I'm highly interested in learning from them and evolving my perspectives of being part of the entire world. Together with other participants, I will become part of a multicultural group, a part of a society which is identified by traditions of every single member of it, but is unified under the biggest tradition of all, the tradition to cherish difference. That's it.
Thank you, Lilith, for those inspirational words. Thank you so much. So we would like to know more and hear more about our participants. So for that, we would like to welcome our second applicant to read out his essay. Please welcome on stage Wodum Eric from Nigeria.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I'll proceed to read my essay, I'll like to share a famous quote from Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So with this, I'll proceed to read my essay. Education of the girl child is an important but the most ignored conversation in my country. My motivation for choosing to participate in the International Student Week in Emmanuel 2019 are quite unique because as a student of African descent, I have continuously sought for platforms like International Student Week in Emmanuel, ISWI, to attend and contribute my quota in creating awareness about education for all, and especially for girls all over the world, and particularly in my country. Over the years, there has been negligence on girl child education because the tradition has no special obligation for women aside growing up to become wives, helpers to men, in quotes. Because of this, parents do not send their female children to school or fail to put in as much effort and commitment as they do for the boys on the girls, because there, the female children are not expected to be daring or in a competition with their male counterparts. As the society will regard her as being overbearing, strong-headed, and not submissive. Subsequently, parents of the educated girls tend to get worried that they might not get married or be efficient in keeping a home. So they try to subdue their ambition, which are sometimes termed wild and manly. The girls are also shut up and hindered from pursuing their dreams because the African society believe largely that men do not find ambitious women marriageable. And this clearly is a fallacy. It is in my quest for a global platform that can address these issues and have a wider audience that I came across ISWI 2019. And same has been my motivation for joining. It is my opinion that some traditional idiosyncrasies are archaic and averse to transition or any form of change whatsoever. Coming from Africa, traditions are believed to have certain spiritual or divine undertone. Hence, it's almost impossible to question these norms, traditions, or break away from those that are repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. Any attempt to break away is seen as major threat and seriously kicked against. The above is the reason why women in Africa barely represent the people in politics, despite having the highest voting power. This is also why it is difficult for a bulk of Africans to accept the people of different sexual orientation, and we can even go as far as criminalizing same-sex marriage with jail term if found guilty. My first thought whenever I read the ISWI motto is, even though tradition is archaic, outlandish, and bizarre, and ought to be dumped in the waste bin of history, we cannot afford to throw the child with the bathwater. While we say goodbye to tradition that violates human rights and seemingly have no place in the 21st century, we should be careful not to abandon all our tradition. We should rather strive to promote the good ones and modify some areas. That way, we strike a balance between the old and the new. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric, for your words. It was really awesome. We really feel humbled to have people like with different ideas and different knowledge, and we cannot wait that you will share all of this knowledge with each other during the week and during your group work. So we look very much forward to this. And for our next performance, we miss our singers, and we would like to have them back on stage. So please welcome AcousticUnit again on stage.
Woo.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Oh, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. Come on, now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. Is it in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. I was little, it looked like fun, and there's no coincidence I've come. I could die when I'm done. Oh, but I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, and maybe we're crazy, probably. We have one more song, and we chose this song because it's about overcoming personal problems and starting the day after going through something bad. This song is Radioactive from Imagine Dragons. And dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust, breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, the checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Oh, 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 oh. I'm
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Alex, Alexandra, and Andreas for your performance. AcousticUnit, everyone, please give them a round of applause. Are you performing again? Okay. Thank you. So, we at ISWI are 45 members. We all work as one team, all together towards one goal to achieve an awesome event like this. But,
like every organization that has a board, we want to welcome our board on board.
So we can hear what they have to say. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
our first chairwoman, Landriana Petas. Applause, please.
Our second chairman, Zankal Pawar.
And
our head of finance, Nico Kuhn.
Woo!
This is just amazing. We're standing here and I have just such a breathtaking view. As already noticed in the previous interactive game, this room is filled with various people's personalities from different regions all over the world. And we all have one thing in common. ISWI 2019. So, to all of you who are sitting here, watching the broadcast, listening to ISWI Radio, or who are still on the way to our small, comfortable village, Ilmenau, on behalf of the ISWI organization team, I would like to welcome you to Ilmenau and to ISWI 2019. I think we are eager to see what we as ISWI 2019 Orga team have prepared for you. After all, we are a voluntary student-led association. We work together in teamwork to hold the world's largest student conference of its kind. 2 years long, around 45 ISWI members have put our heads together, looked for a topic, planned, discussed, cried, and laughed. Yeah, and for what all this effort? For an eventful conference that will hopefully remain in our heads and in our hearts. As mentioned in the trailer, ISWI is more than just beer. Definitely. ISWI builds bridges across national borders. Here, strangers become friends. And all this is combined with a lot of fun and new experience. I'm proud to say we are looking forward to 10 days with you all. As a person responsible for culture, I like to mention culture as an example. What is culture anyway? Culture can be lived and experienced in many different ways. And we want to achieve the experience and life of culture through our cultural events. Be it through tasting of World Film Festival tomorrow, through music at the open air on Tuesday, or through our craftsmanship at Time Travel on Wednesday. You are all most welcome to live your senses, to learn together with us, to celebrate, and to make this ISWI unforgettable.
All right. So indeed, bringing together people to share their culture is the spice, the secret spice that makes ISWI a colorful and a memorable event. Adding a flavor to this beautiful mix of, I don't want to say food, but beautiful mix of people and experience is the content of ISWI. So the overarching theme of this year's conference, Tradition and Transition, aims to explore two seemingly incompatible notions. Indeed, traditions shape the way we live our lives. They may guide us to coexist in our society. On the contrary, as mentioned by many of our guests and our patrons, the dogmas introduced by unquestioned conventions can hinder our pursuit to solve pressing challenges. So the question now becomes, how do we move forward towards a better future based on mutual respect, equality, compassion, and tolerance? How do we understand our differences and the way we perceive the world, and therefore cultivate a culture of inclusion while conserving our shared resources, our commons? Of course, there are no obvious solutions. There are no easy answers expected. And also, as mentioned by our patrons, our best hope for approaching this question, changes and choices, goodbye tradition or goodbye tradition, is to discuss our opinions, is to share our ideas. As our keynote speaker tomorrow, Dr. Steiner Brinn, will tell us from his vast experience in interethnic dialogue, that bringing together people on one stage and sharing ideas is an immeasurably impactful way of making a difference. Of course, like Rob Hopkins mentioned, it shouldn't be limited to just talking. What we do with those outcomes of our discussions and the actions we take will ultimately define our impact. I would finish off by saying that you all here, the participants, the group leaders, everyone who collaborated, are incredibly intelligent people, talented and motivated. We want to make a difference. We want to make a better future, change the world, make a dent in the universe. However, we are all together much more prudent, much more capable, and much more effective. So let us work together, let us learn from each other, and let us venture into the future with hope and enthusiasm. Thank you.
We want to thank everyone who has been part of the planning and organizing this year's ISWI, as well as everyone who is part of the conference right now and during the next days. The base of this event, this conference, is the ISWI organizing committee with about 40 members. They have dedicated substantial amounts of their free time to organize the 14th International Student Week in Ilmenau. We want to thank them very, very much. As a group of students of TU Ilmenau, we are thankful for the constant support of our university for the past 27 years, since 1992, when the ISWI Association was founded. Also, we want to thank for the support of the various other students' associations on our campus, such as the clubs, the student radio iSTUFF, the iSTUFF, and many others that I cannot name here because there are so many. I want to thank all the hosts and the voluntary helpers in the preparation, as well as during the week. The group leaders above all, thank you. ISWI wouldn't be possible without you. Our special gratitude goes to our funders, the Federal Ministry of Education and Research of Germany, TU Ilmenau, the Student Council of TU Ilmenau, the Student Union of Thuringia, Studierendenwerk Thüringen, and we want to greetings to the Chief Executive, Dr. Ralf Schmidt-Röh. Nice that you are here. Our gratitude goes to the city of Ilmenau, to the Ilmkreis local administration and its youth welfare office. We want to greet Kay Tischer and Mr. Judika. Thanks. Judika? Thank you for coming very much. And we want to thank the State Chancellery of Thuringia, the Thuringian Ministry of Migration, Justice and Consumer Protection, and even the minister himself is there. Nice that you came here. Thank you, Mr. Dieter Lauinger. Then there's the German Academic Exchange Service, Sparkasse Arnstadt Ilmenau, the Cultural Foundation of Sparkasse Hessen Thüringen, Fulm e.V., Alternative 54 e.V., Swing e.V., and the European Solidarity Corps. So thank you very much for your support. And finally, I want to welcome you, again, the participants, and thank you for coming. You're the most important part of ISWI. You come because you have ideas that you want to share and that you want to exchange with others, and because you want to change something in our world. We wish you an inspiring, informative week. We have a nice time in Ilmenau. Have a great ISWI 2019.
Thank you again to our first chairwoman, Landriana Peters. No, stay here. Our second chairman, Sankal Power. Our head of finances, Nico Kroon. No. And our moderator, Maria. This was actually not planned, but we will not miss on not inviting the ISWI members that are here in this auditorium right now. I would like to ask all the ISWI members that are here to come on stage, please. They're not all of them, obviously, because we still have people working at the info point, taking shifts. We work there 24 hours. People still working in the office to make this event possible. But for those who are here, please come on stage.
No more members.
Please give it a round of applause. We want to have more
Let us hear you. Hey.
We will be working hard to make your stay in Ilmenau and ISWI as smooth as possible and for you to have a wonderful experience. Our people here will be working tirelessly 24/10, not 7 because it's for 10 days. So please, we would like to now refer to the red t-shirts are for org team and we will be able to answer all of the questions and concerns you have. Please reach out to them.
Okay, another applause so they can transition.
They will have to leave now because, as we said, we work 24/10 and they're working for the welcoming party, which we will talk to you about shortly. And I'll leave Maria to tell you about the program of this week.
Yeah, so if you received this program, this is like the ISWI Bible. Always had it with you. It's like your passport. No, but it's really important. So we have a schedule here. It's in the middle. You can always see where it is. And just to remind you that tomorrow is the opening keynote at 10 a.m. and the World Food Festival, yeah, and or movie. So with that said, Anas, would you join me on stage to close this? Seal the deal.
Okay, we would like to thank everyone who was here tonight, participants, helpers, hosts, TU Ilmenau. Thank you for being here and for making this event possible as well. And we would like now to, we already started ISWI, but we would like to officially start it again. And we had our first cultural event, the opening, the party. So please, it's here in the auditorium, in the Humboldt-Bau. There will be music, there will be dancing, there are rooms for games, so for everyone interested to join those rooms, have fun, enjoy. Those 7 days will be awesome. Thank you.
Have a happy ISWI!